Hello, finally! After what, 3 fucking months? Doing almost nothing but Godzilla videos. Welcome to what will be the final Godzilla video on my channel for a good long while. Welcome to the ranking of the Millennium Godzilla series video. And joining me today is, of course, my best friend of all time, Jackie Boy from BigJackFilms Studios. Say hello. And don't you dare do it. Don't you dare do it. You wipe that smirk off your face.
Hello! I am holding in my laughter and comedy out of protest. And yes, we are ranking the Millennium series. Continue.
Go ahead.
Fuck camera and his fucking farting jetpack phone's going. Just every time he spins around like a flying saucer, he just goes. Fuck camera. Fucking hate him.
And that's my way to announce my next.
Bring on the hate mail. I hate camera.
And that's the announcement of the next franchise that I will be doing on my channel.
You poor, poor soul.
Yeah.
Do yourself a favor and watch Love and Peace, because that is a better giant kaiju turtle.
I have seen it, and it's garbage.
And it's fucking adorable.
I don't watch.
Turtle going, ah!
The only adorable kaiju movie that I will ever watch is Son of Godzilla, so fuck you. Anyway, getting off of the Gamera train. So yes, indeed, we will be ranking the 8 Millennium Godzilla movies. Yes, I say 8 because I include 2014 and Shin Gojira. And Jack will be 2 because I'm forcing him to. So hang on, I just realized I don't know where my list is. Here it is. Alright, so Jackie boys, well actually wait, hang on. Before we get to lists, give me your overall opinions on the Millennium Godzilla series, including 2014 and Shin.
In terms of the Millennium series, really the first one I watched was Godzilla 2000. I saw that in the theater, so I thought
Lucky
it was fun.
bastard.
I didn't really get to the Millennium series until I was able to afford the DVDs. I remember I think I rented Tokyo SOS and Final Wars from Blockbuster.
Oh, the days.
I slowly started to collect the Millennium series, but it wasn't really until, again, Monster Madness Godzilla-thon I learned more about the Millennium stuff. And granted, I've only seen a few of them, but I can already rank which ones I like. 2014 film I remember being really hyped for, and I liked it when it came out, but as the years have gone by, I've realized the movie does have some problems and that it was a little too overhyped. I was really hoping to get an American adaptation of the 1954 film, because the trailers were advertising that like crazy. This is going to be a dark, like, really gritty, everybody's gonna die Godzilla movie, which thankfully King of the Monsters is looking more like that. But as time was going on, there's only a few things I like. The monster scenes and Bryan Cranston, everything just sucks. It's funny, I watched Shin Gojira really in its entirety on a bus ride to OtakuCon in Montreal, and I liked it. I thought it was fun. It was a great realistic portrayal of Godzilla, and like, imagine this is what happens if something like this came around today. I love how it focused on the political aspects of what happens when a giant monster attacks a city. I did like there were several hints that he was created essentially from Fukushima. But I also like, the only things I did not care for was honestly some of Godzilla's new abilities. That was the only thing I didn't really care for, and I could tell it has a lot of Neon Genesis Evangelion, because it's directed by the same guy, and I
Hideaki
watched
Anno.
the anime. Yeah, so Shin Godzilla, I thought, actually surprisingly, I thought was better than 2014. I actually thought. Mostly because it's more realistic. It's more faithful to 1954 in terms of tone. The only thing I just didn't care for was Godzilla's new abilities. So that's just my take on the entire Millennium series.
Interesting. Okay, so since you're my guest, Jackie Boy, let's begin our ranking with number 8.
You want to go first, or you want me to go first?
Go ahead. You're my guest. Go ahead.
Number 8, I'd say this is probably my least favorite of the Millennium series, Godzilla vs. Megaguirus.
I kind of figured you'd say that.
Like, it's kind of a rush sequel.
Yes.
It's like they couldn't decide on a villain, so they basically used Batra. From the looks of it, they just repainted Batra. I just felt like it felt rushed all over. The CG looked bad.
Yes.
It looks like they just used the same 2014 suit or the same 2000 suit. My mistake. It just felt too short, honestly.
Despite it being almost an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah, so I rank it as probably my least favorite of that series.
That's fair. You and a lot of other people consider it to be your least favorite, or their least favorite, excuse me. So my number 8, this is no surprise if anyone has seen my review of it. My number 8, my least favorite Millennium Godzilla movie is GMK. I said it in my review. I liked it when I first saw it, but as time has gone on, it's kind of like King Kong vs. Godzilla. The movie just kept losing value for me every time I watched it. I actually tried to rewatch it again this morning, and I couldn't even make it a half hour in.
Yeah.
Now, again, there's things about it I like. I like the dark tone. I like the monster fights. The practical special effects are great. The music is spectacular. But... and I don't like it. I'm sorry, I don't like it. It's my least favorite Millennium Godzilla movie.
Yeah, I mean, I'll get to my opinion on that when we get to it.
So number 7.
Number 7, I had Godzilla against Mechagodzilla. I say this because, like, I've only seen it once, so I vaguely remember it. I mean, I love the concept of it being built out of the bones of the original Gojira. I thought that was a cool idea. But I think that it's because I haven't seen it in so goddamn long. It's been totally forgot about. I much prefer Tokyo SOS, but again, we'll get to that when we get to it. But I actually felt like this one was a bit of kind of just came and went. Yeah, already forgot about it.
Okay, Jeremy Johns.
Yeah.
I'll save my thoughts on that, but I like against Mechagodzilla. So my number 7 is Godzilla vs. Megaguirus. Everything that Jack said about it, he's right. It's rushed. The CG effects are terrible. It's a massive retcon to the original Godzilla because you can't deny it is heavily implied that the original Godzilla attacked in 54 and was never killed by the oxygen destroyer. And yes, the suit, even though it's the same from 2000, it looks a lot worse. It's shot a lot more plainly. I probably should have said this in my review. It feels like a TV movie.
Yeah, it does. It feels like a made-for-TV film. And in fact, I think I remember the first time I saw it was on like fucking Sci-Fi Channel.
It either feels like a TV movie.
It's like a Godzilla version of a Sci-Fi Channel movie. Or like an Asylum film. It's like an Asylum Godzilla movie.
It's either a TV film or it's an extended TV episode. You can take it for what it... You can pick and choose which one you think Gojira says, or a direct-to-video movie.
Yeah, it felt like that.
But yeah. I put it a little bit above GMK because I like the score for the movie just a tad more than GMK. I like the action scenes a little more than GMK. I have more nostalgia for it than GMK. Really, that's the ultimate reason why I put it just above GMK is because of nostalgia. It was one of the first Godzilla movies that I ever rented from Netflix. and it's one that I have fond memories of watching as a child. However, as an adult, and now that I've seen it with a more mature mindset, it is a very flawed film. Objectively, it is easily the worst of the Millennium series.
Yeah.
Alrighty, number 6.
Number 6 for me is Final Wars. Now, granted, I think it's a fun movie. I do have a few problems with it. I felt, in some respects, some of the special effects feel a little cheap and feel a little too quick. Like, I mean, like, they feel like they're not shot at the usual frame rate of Godzilla shot in. I did, like, and I actually, again, I watched it on my way down to, I watched a couple of Godzilla movies on my way to OtakuCon and back, because it was like a 12-hour drive. But, I watched Final Wars, and honestly, I skipped a lot of the human stuff just to get to the monsters. I actually felt like it was just kind of like, it felt like a cartoon almost. Like a really big cartoon. The characters are not interesting. Like, again, all I cared about was the guy who looks like Sergeant Slaughter.
Uncle Gordon.
But, like, the aliens I didn't care for. The Kung Fu fighting was just really silly. But really, I was always skipping it for the monster scenes, but even then, they felt too quick. And I wish, again, it was one of those movies I felt they should have focused more on the monsters. I did not care for the fact that Godzilla shows up an hour in. Like, literally an hour into the movie. And, like, in an hour and 40-minute film, yeah, Godzilla's got to show...
It's a 2-hour-long movie.
Yeah, if this was meant to be the final film, I wish Godzilla was in it a lot earlier. I did feel like his appearance was a little too late, and for the rest of the movie, he's just beating the shit out of everybody. But yeah, it was. But aside from that, as a finale, it's okay. But I can feel like, in a sense, it just felt a little too quick, and it kind of suffers a little bit of what Megaguirus has.
Megaguirus.
I know, my mistake. Where it just feels a little rushed in my taste. And it's mostly due to the effects and due to the story and just like getting it done quickly.
Alrighty, fair enough. Everyone's entitled. So my number 6. This may turn some heads. My number 6 is Shin Gojira.
Okay, yeah, because again, Godzilla's barely in it.
Yeah, that's one of my problems with it. Again, I did enjoy the movie. Like, okay. Aside from GMK, there's really no other Millennium movie that I don't like, in some respects. And even GMK has its moments that I do like. But aside from GMK, I can sit down and watch any of these other Millennium movies just fine. However, Shin Gojira, in my eyes, I probably should have said this in my review, that Shin Gojira, in my opinion, is one of the least most rewatchable Godzilla movies in the entire franchise. You really have to be in a certain mood to sit down and watch Shin Gojira. And for me, that can be something that can make or break a film. It's one reason why why the original Gojira is no longer one of my favorite kaiju movies or Godzilla movies.
Yeah.
Same goes for Shin Gojira. However, I will say that objectively, Shin Gojira is a very good film. It's got good acting. Can't say it's got good characters. I don't think it has good characters. It's got good acting, however. It has an excellent sense of realism.
The score is pretty good.
The score is good, except for the theme that plays when Godzilla first fires his atomic ray. I hate that song. The special effects are pretty damn good. I like Godzilla, but there's just not enough of Godzilla. It's a 2-hour-long movie, and I'd be willing to bet that Godzilla in his final form probably has maybe 10 to 12 minutes of screen time.
Yeah.
And of that 10 to 12 minutes of screen time, most of the time he's either standing or walking.
Yeah. I did feel also that he felt a little stiff.
Yes.
For me.
Yes.
Like, he felt like, even when he's moving, you could tell, like, there's moments where he looks like a guy in a suit and it looks great. But then there's times where he moves too quick and it looks like somebody playing with a fucking game mod. Like, he just doesn't feel natural.
Yeah, like, when I actually did rewatch Shin Gojira after I got done with my review with Justin, and the scene that really, really stuck out to me was right after he was finished firing his atomic ray for the first time, when he walked away from all the flames. He just kind of herky-jerk moved around, then he just froze. Really stuck out to me.
It just felt some of the effects looked a little unfinished.
Slightly. But still, the effects did look good. Or do look good. Just for me, it's not exactly...
In some respects, I'll say some of the effects actually hold up a little better than 2014.
Key word is in some respects. I will agree with you there.
Okay, so we have number 5?
Let's see. You're number 6. Yeah, 5.
Alright, number 5 for me is Godzilla 2000. Again, I like it. I like it. I like how it's shot. I felt the suit looks, like, the way the suit's shot and lit looks phenomenal. Mm-hmm. I felt like, again, I haven't seen it for a long-ass while, but I remember really liking it. The human characters, I actually prefer the Godzilla Prevention Network guys. I thought they were pretty cool because, like, it reminded me a lot of Twister, but with Godzilla, essentially. I just feel like maybe it's a little ranking lower because, like, I'll be honest, I mean, I think Orga is just okay, but I wouldn't consider him one of the top Godzilla villains. He's just kind of...
neither would I.
He's kind of up there with the likes of, like, the Mutos and Gabra as, like, probably my least favorite Godzilla enemies, essentially. You know, like, they're kind of just mediocre, you know? So, for me,
I think Orga was much better executed in the video games and the comics, I will agree, but I still do like Orga in the film. He's not one of my favorite Godzilla monsters, don't get me wrong, but I still do like him.
And he also felt like kind of a last-minute addition, too.
Slightly. I'll give you that, too. Very slightly, he does feel like a last-minute addition.
It's almost the equivalent of Doomsday in Batman v Superman, where he just kind of just shows up.
No, nothing will ever top Doomsday from Batman vs. Superman.
Yeah. So, yeah, for me, number 5 is Godzilla 2000.
For me, my number 5 is 2014. Again, okay, I'm just going to come out and say I do prefer 2014 over Shin Gojira because, in many ways, 2014 is much more of a fun movie than Shin Gojira. Can't deny.
Yeah.
It's much more rewatchable than Shin Gojira. It feels like much more of a traditional Godzilla movie than Shin Gojira. Overall, in my opinion, it is the better of the two. It has a great version of Godzilla. It's got great monster fights. It's got great suspense and great build-up and great atmosphere. It's got some problems, yes, with all the cock tease moments. There's not enough Godzilla. The darkness problem on the DVDs is horrendous. And I really want to see that 3D Blu-ray of 2014, because apparently James Rolfe says that the 3D Blu-ray cleans up a lot of the darkness quite well. But still, I have fond memories of 2014. It's the first Godzilla movie I ever saw in theaters. And I do hold it pretty near and dear to myself. I like 2014. It's a pretty solid movie.
Yeah. So for me, number 4 is Shin Gojira.
Oh dear.
Now here, again, for the reasons I agree with you, Godzilla's barely in it. I feel like there's parts that are a little boring. But
way too much political talk.
There's a couple of reasons I hold it higher. Again, one, I like the political, realistic aspect of this is what would happen if a giant monster attacked the world. Like, how would the world react to this? I do like that kind of concept. the overall evolution of Godzilla. I actually really like when he starts in that form because it's really fucking freaky. Like, when I see something like that, I'm like, that looks like something that mutated. I'm like, that's disgusting. And it looks nasty. I felt the effects looked pretty solid. But I will admit, yeah, the movie has problems. I did not like the back beams. I did not like the tail beam. I could have done without that. The effects feel a little jerky. Like, it feels like one of those gaming mod things where people do their own animation. Like, like that whole meme of Godzilla dancing, the 2014 model kind of dancing on a purple screen.
That comes to mind.
Some of the effects in Shin Gojira look like that.
Yeah. Pretty damn sad, but yeah.
But again, I think and you can also tell a lot of influences on Evangelion because of the director. But aside from that, I did feel this film had a much more realistic feel. The effects are good. I love the score. My only thing I really wish they did was make Godzilla not only a nuclear threat and a deadly force of destruction. Would have been cool if he was kind of a biological threat as well, because I remember seeing the trailers for it, and when, like, the blood starts flowing in the fucking streets, and there's that shot of Godzilla's tail, giant-ass tail, going through the little village, and you see a bunch of people running, and they all look like they're wearing, like, masks, like kind of, like, face masks. I was first thinking, does this Godzilla carry a disease? Like, this is like a diseased Godzilla. Like, if you get near it, you'll get sick. It's like the fucking Black Plague. I would have preferred that if they actually made that a threat as well, where people near the radiation zones got really sick. And it became, like, contagious. It's kind of like in Cloverfield, when the girl gets the fucking bite. That would have been cool if they, like, did that. But yeah, aside from that, it's a good movie. I think it's a well-made movie. So.
Fair enough. So, that leads to my, let's see, number 4. My number 4 is Tokyo SOS.
Okay.
Now, as me and Sean said, yes, I have my Blu-rays right here. I just realized I forgot to show them. So anyway, I have an idea for that. So anyway, as me and Sean said in our reviews of these movies, Mechagodzilla and Tokyo SOS are ultimately pretty neck and neck. But if I really had to choose between the two, my favorite is Mechagodzilla. So number 4 is Tokyo SOS. Not saying it's a bad movie, of course. I love all the Mechagodzilla movies. Tiger Man. Oh, hi, Tiger Man. Must be a new sub.
Hi, Tiger Man.
Tokyo SOS. I love the reappearance of Hiroshi Koizumi as Professor Chujo from the original Mothra. I like that it kind of is connected to the Showa series a lot. I love Mechagodzilla in this movie. Oh, his profile pic is the tiger character from Thundercats. What the hell is his name?
I forget. But I like Thundercats, so plus.
Anyway,
Tokyo SOS.
Yeah, Tokyo SOS. The special effects are great. The monster scenes are awesome. Mechagodzilla, like I said, is awesome. But I think the only issue that's holding Mechagodzilla, or not, that's holding Tokyo SOS back from me. Okay, like, if it didn't have this aspect, because outside of this aspect, Mechagodzilla and Tokyo SOS have the same problems. It's Mothra. Mothra is what knocks Tokyo SOS down slightly for me. I really don't like Mothra's portrayal in Tokyo SOS. I could have done without her.
Yeah.
But aside from that, I really do like Tokyo SOS. It's a great monster movie. Very entertaining. It's got great monster action. What else can I really say about it? I like Tokyo SOS.
Yeah. Number 3 for me, 2014. Now, as I said before, I like Shin more than 2014, but I like 2014 as the biggest accomplishment I can give 2014 is that it is a outstanding American adaptation of Godzilla compared to 98. It looks like Godzilla. It acts like Godzilla. It feels like Godzilla.
Hang on, Tiger Man.
Overall, much better film.
Hang on, Tiger Man. Who is CP? I found your channel because of CP. Who's that?
I can't remember who CP is. CPPO. I don't fucking care. Anyway, so 2014 Godzilla. I loved Bryan Cranston in the film. Do I wish he was kept in more?
No.
Yes. That was a stupid decision. Here's my problem. I wouldn't have minded him being in the movie for that long if they had not advertised the shit out of it, basically making him the star. That's the thing. This movie is basically, the way they advertised this film was complete false advertisement. Complete false advertisement. What I was expecting was basically Godzilla King of the Monsters, the American version.
CP from Will I Like It Reviews.
Well, we'll have to check that out later. So, with the advertising, it did well because, it made us feel like we were getting basically a remake of the American cut of the original Godzilla, and that Bryan Cranston was basically going to be our Raymond Burr of the series, right? And I felt like he was going to go crazy. He was going to be the one to be like, I know Godzilla exists, but the problem was that it went into an entirely different direction with the overall film. It didn't establish Godzilla until halfway through the film. They kept teasing the shit out of them and focusing more on the Mutos. Bryan Cranston again killed up 30 minutes in, and it just felt like it was a little bit false advertisements. It's my only problem. But as an American Godzilla movie, he did a far better job doing an adaptation than the 1998 film, and that's what I will hold it the highest regards for. Now, is it better than Shin Gojira? Not for me. But as an American Godzilla, it's pretty damn good.
That's fair. Okay, so my number 6, or not number 6, sorry. Number 3.
On 3.
Yeah, 3. Number 3 is Mechagodzilla. Why I hold Mechagodzilla over Tokyo SOS is overall I just enjoy the monster action in Mechagodzilla more than Tokyo SOS. It's much more well choreographed. It doesn't have Mothra in there as a tertiary monster barring it down for me. It's just Godzilla and Mechagodzilla duking it out like old times. Do I wish Mechagodzilla was a villain again? Yes. Can't deny I want Mechagodzilla as a villain again.
Well, he kind of was. Because he had the spiritual essence of the original Gojira.
Yeah, that is true, but that's only in one scene, and that's it. I want Mechagodzilla to start out as a bad guy. In the middle, he's a bad guy, and he ends as a bad guy.
Yeah.
But I really like Mechagodzilla. I think it's a damn fine monster movie.
See, the way I could see them doing that, and I just want to break off for a second in future movies, is that maybe they do the same thing. He's built to defend the world from Godzilla, but maybe, again, it'd be kind of like fucking Geostorm, where basically terrorists or something hacks into the system and makes Mechagodzilla become basically, it has online Skynet, where it basically becomes, maybe Mechagodzilla becomes self-aware and starts destroying the city. That actually would have been interesting if they do that in future films, where he becomes self-aware and decides humanity needs to be destroyed, not Godzilla.
And then Godzilla has to come in and kill it.
Yeah, there you go.
That'd
That's
be cool.
how you make him a villain without including the alien bullshit.
That'd be kind of cool. But yes,
Right.
I like Mechagodzilla over Tokyo SOS. I think he kicks a lot of ass. Or I think it kicks a lot of ass.
Well, speaking of which, number 2 for me is Tokyo SOS. I think it's mostly because I saw this in a little bit more than Mechagodzilla. I just thought it was a much more of a fun action movie. I will agree, Mothra is just kind of there, not really adds much to the plot. I just feel like it's a much more solid, fun action movie than the first film was. I did feel like it just felt more a thing. It just felt like just a simple film, and that's why I like it. It's just a simple monster movie. Nothing really much to add. I do like how it's connected to basically Gojira and the original Mothra and, the other
Space Amoeba.
Godzilla, Mechagodzilla. So, yeah. You pretty much took the words out of my mouth, Nick. So what's your number 2?
Well, hang on. Tiger Man, how did you hear of me? If it wasn't through Will I Like It reviews. Anyway, so my number 2 is Godzilla 2000. I have a crap ton of... Okay, of the entire Millennium series, it's the one that I have the most nostalgia for because of the Godzilla franchise. Not counting 1998, it was the first one that I saw. And I so goddamn wish that I saw it in theaters. But I was 3 years old at the time, so it wouldn't have been possible.
Honestly, what would have been cool? Because basically it was a response to 98.
Yeah.
Is if they didn't go under the title Godzilla 2000, it would have been cool if it was called Godzilla Retaliation.
Yeah, that would have been kind of cool.
Yeah, if they called it Godzilla Retaliation. That should be the name of a future film, I think, that Toho should do.
Yeah.
Make a movie called Godzilla Retaliation, and I'll go fucking see it.
Yep, I'll go see it too. Maybe you'll get your wish in this new Kaiju cinematic universe.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yes, Godzilla 2000. What can I say about it already that I haven't said? It's one of my favorite Godzilla movies. It's easily my second favorite of the Millennium series. I think it's underrated, even though it's got a lot of fans. I just really, really, really do like Godzilla 2000. I think it's a kick-ass monster movie. And your number 1.
Alright, you're gonna hate me. I like GMK. Allow me to explain while he has a fucking mental breakdown of why he hates it. I will agree, GMK has problems. I did not care really at all for Ghidorah being a good guy. I did not care for that at all. I feel like the only 2 allied monsters that should have been essentially good guys were Mothra and Baragon. I felt Ghidorah should have been a villain, maybe on his own, not even teaming up with Godzilla. Really, the only reason I like this one compared to all the others is I freaking love the design of Godzilla in this film. The white eyes, it has an eye. I call this Godzilla the Jawzilla because it feels like a great white shark almost, like Jaws or like Godzilla combined with a great white shark. I love how we see people get injured in this film. How it takes a bit more of a real twisted turn where we see people get injured. We see more destruction. But again, I agree. This film has problems. This film has some major issues. But really, the only reason I like it is for the action scenes. I actually like the Mothra design in this film. I was so sick of the fluffy shit. Like, I like Mothra in this film.
Grimacing Gojira. GMK is so good, it even comes close to the masterpiece known as Godzilla's Revenge.
Okay, whatever, I'm not paying attention to that. But it's funny, because, like, with Mothra and GMK, I looked at, apparently there was a leaked sketch of Mothra for King of the Monsters, and it looks like they're taking a lot of influence from GMK in terms of creating Mothra. Well, apparently it looked like Mothra actually looks like a moth in this film. So, but yeah, the only reason I really like it is the action scenes, the design on Mothra, Baragon, and of course Godzilla's design. Everything else, fuck it. Really. So that's just my take on it. It's just like I just like it for its production design.
So my number one, it's no secret. My number one is Godzilla Final Wars. To me, it's the most epic. To me, it's the most entertaining. It's got the best score of the Millennium series, even though it lacks Akira Fukube. In this case, I give it a pass. It's got the best monster fights, best human action, best human characters. It's just got the best everything. I fucking love Godzilla Final Wars. And that is because Godzilla Final Wars is my favorite Godzilla movie and my favorite kaiju movie. Fuck you. And for those of you who are wondering if I'm going to rank the entire Godzilla series, no.
No, that'll be my job. I'm actually considering, by the time King of the Monsters comes out, I may do my top 10 favorite Godzilla films.
Do 12.
So I have to write the script for that, but I will probably be doing that by the time that film comes out. So look forward to that. That'll be my job.
And so that finally ends. It's over. It's over.
It's gone. It's done.
Yes, Mr. Frodo. It's gone. Yes, that finally ends my Godzilla Marathon re-review series on my YouTube channel. Will I redo this series in the future? Fuck no. Because these are...
Unless you get better equipment and editing software.
Yes, that is true, which will probably happen soon. But as of right now, these are the definitive... in my definitive opinions for each Godzilla movie, again, except for the anime series. I'm waiting until that's done. Shut it. Zip it. Nothing. Don't want to hear it. Shut up. So will I be doing my top 15 favorite Godzilla movies video? Maybe. But not anytime soon. Actually, maybe I should. I don't know. Judging by the look that Jackie Boy is giving me.
Nah, leave the top 10 list to me.
Make it a top 12, you asshole. So I want to thank everybody who took time out of their day to watch What About Sharknado. I will be doing a Sharknado series when I get the Meg on DVD and Blu-ray.
No, I don't get, though, very quickly. Why didn't they release the Meg during fucking Shark Week?
Don't know.
Way to fucking advertise your movie.
Don't know. Anyway, so again, I want to thank everybody who watched my reviews. I think my most viewed video of my Godzilla re-review series is the King Kong vs. Godzilla re-review. Maybe it's because that movie is such a piece of shit, or if it's because I had this jackass with me reviewing it. Who knows? But again, I want to thank everybody who watched all the videos, and I want to thank all the guests that I had while I was on this big ass long series, including you, Jackie Boy.
Yep.
In fact, if the original schedule would have worked out and I don't have to review a certain thing at a certain point, at a certain time in the certain future, he probably would have appeared in only 2 Godzilla movies, and that's it. But again, thank you all. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you'll join me as I tackle the Gamera series in the next couple of weeks. I said in the next couple of weeks, asshole.
Yeah, hold on. We have a date.
I can't hear you. I put you on mute.
No, I will hang up. I will hang up. I swear to God. I will hang up this fucking call.
I got you.
This call, I will hang up if you don't put me back on.
You're already put back on. Are you not watching the stream?
Okay.
Okay, but I'm back on mute.
Keep this shit up, and I ain't doing a top 10 list of my favorite Godzilla films, boy.
Hey, if there's anybody who calls somebody boy around here, it's me calling you boy. Jackie boy.
Alright. We have a deal, man. We had a deal.
You're not going to say what it is on this video. No. No. I will put you on mute for good, boy. Do not say it. No, put that hand down. Put that hand down. And wipe that smirk off your face. Alrighty, so. Thank you again, Jack, for...
See you next time.
What was that? I put you on mute. And yes, to answer your question, I will be reviewing King of the Monsters when it comes out, of course.
People in the comments tell them to review my remake.
They didn't hear you. They didn't hear you. They didn't hear you. You're put on mute.
You are my fucking movie. We had a fucking blood deal.
I don't see any scars on my fingers.
Oh, you?
Look forward to the next video as I have to review a certain movie that he is not saying what it is, so keep his fucking trap shut.
Which I have to join you for, by the way.
What?
Which I have to join you for, by the way.
And look forward to the next video when I do it in the next 30 years. So this will be my last video for the next 30 years. As I review a certain film, I'm not going to say what it is, and he's not going to say what it is. And also to answer another question, if, and I hope, the anime Godzilla trilogy comes out on home video in the US, I will pick that up and I will review them, of course. And also look forward to my Gamera series review that I'm having in the next couple of weeks. And thank you all again for watching my videos and joining me in this long journey. It'll be the longest franchise journey I will ever tackle. No, I am not reviewing the 18-movie-long Witchcraft series. Fuck you.
Well, you are planning to review the Halloween movies.
That's 10 movies. Nothing ever beats 31.
True.
So, post your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Share this video with your friends. And as always, Jackie boy, you have anything to pimp out?
Just subscribe to my channel. I'm Team Kong.
Fuck you.
Since 2020. That's it.
So, as always, go out and get yourself involved with a giant radioactive lizard as he fights a frick-a-frack clone of himself. A giant bug, Patrick knockoff. Huh?
A giant butterfly.
A giant butterfly. A giant Batra knockoff. A pussified version of his ultimate foe. And a whole shit ton of monsters throughout his life. And I will see you guys in the next video, which I am so dreading.